2026 this far has not been great. The last 4 months have been a bit difficult, and let's say the last month has just been pretty hard on everybody around here. There's been some health problem, new rhythms, personal issues. Accepting the place I am right now means that I can actually process it. I just feel really tired, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on here lately, because often what you see, especially in the video, is not exactly what's going on down here. I think I've been sick for the last 3 weeks, and till a few days ago I didn't even have a voice. I think my body just gave up at one point. In September, Saga has started elementary school, which is great. She's having an amazing time, but also it means that our time at the cabin is not the same as it was before. There's not so much nature in the city, but there's not this. We don't have the snow, we don't have our forest, we don't have our wildlife, and there's always light because the street lights are always on. So it doesn't really make a difference if it's night or day, and especially for a highly sensitive person like me, it's been challenging. The more that we spend time in the city, the less time we have to spend it here and do the things that we need to be doing here. Well, you know, adjustment is not that easy. And also all the things that I've posted in the last few months were a bit different from my usual content because of the time that we don't get to spend here. We're not always here anymore. And that means I don't get time to go out and film. I don't have time to go out and take pictures or just walk in my forest, and that means that then I don't have content to put on the channel. So I had to rethink the content I was putting out, and personally it felt a bit strained in a way, like I was giving advices. That's not my point here. It's never been about giving advices. It's always been my point was always to share my experiences with all of you and not give you any type of advice. And it felt actually that I was just, you know, giving out some list of things that you should do, like this, and you at work, and that's not me. Like, I'm the one that just walks out and go chop wood and collect pine cones and drink tea, and I'm not always doing cool things. And I don't know, I just felt a bit detached from what I was publishing and what was actually happening here. We had to rethink and stop some of the renovation because time was an issue, money was an issue, and our ability to be here was an issue also. So it's been a few renovations that we really needed to take care of that had to just been put aside. One of the renovation that we did last year, and it was the insulation of the outside walls of the house. We were hoping would help with the colder months because we always get the water that freezes inside the pipes in the house when it starts dropping below zero in winter here. And we thought it was fine. Then we had a really cold week last week, and we were not here for a few days because we were doing things down in town. And when we came back, the pipes were frozen again. So it seems that our effort was a bit useless, and things are still not going the way we were hoping they would go. So we need to take care of that somehow. Of course, not now, and maybe in the next months, but we're still figuring out what the priorities are. I've had some health issues in the last few months that got me a bit scared, and also had me rethinking whatever I'm doing on this channel. I know I'm rambling a bit today, but I wanted to just put the things that I had in my mind out. Something else that happened in the last few months, and somebody had a glimpse of what happened, was that I ended up in the hospital. We weren't sure what was it at the beginning. I had few days of like huge headaches, and then I ended up in the emergency room, and I wasn't able to speak. I was like, my tongue was like all tied up, and they thought I had something that was not all right with my brain. They checked everything and it was fine, but from that point I went to do some other checkups, and they actually found something wrong with my thyroid gland. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Thyroid gland, the one that's down here. And it was a bit scary because from the tests and everything that they were going through, it seemed that there was actually some kind of problem with it. It was not just like something maybe growing was not supposed to be growing, whatever. So I spent like 2 months being really worried about it. Then we finally went through all the tests, and they actually said that yes, you do have something that's not okay with your thyroid gland, but it's nothing major, and you should be able to just keep going with your life as it is. And this lump that I felt for a few months just went away. So whatever it was, it's not there anymore, and I'm a bit better, but I was just thinking about what's gonna happen, what's gonna be, what could it be? Is it gonna be, I don't know, whatever. So it was just a bit hard for a few weeks. It was just trying to smile and saying to everybody that I was all right, and everybody would like just look at me. It's like, yeah, you look fine. And I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. And inside I was just like, let's hope it's nothing. Let's hope it's nothing. I have a 6-year-old daughter. I don't want to end up in an hospital and whatever. But I'm fine. Beside this huge cold that I had for the last 3 weeks, I'm fine. And while I was sick in bed, a really dear friend of ours ended up in the hospital, and he's actually fighting for his life. And he's one of my oldest friends, and he's younger than me. It's just really hard to process everything that he's going through. It just makes me think about what is tomorrow bringing, and I don't know, it's just hard. Everything I'm talking, whatever I'm saying today, it's pretty much just to explain the place that I am right now. It's not the perfect place, and I wanted to share because I know many of us go through this type of moments, and I know for many the new year is the moment where you turn the page and start everything new. And for me this year it felt like I've turned the page and then like I splattered all the bottle of ink on it, so it's just a big mess. And I realized that the last 4 months, even if I was performing and I was doing the things I was supposed to, my procrastination came back, because I guess that when I feel too emotional about what's happening, I just put put things aside. And so I ended up being stuck with the book that I'm working on. I was supposed to finish it in September, and I'm still, I think, a few chapters away from the end. I'm not even started doing the editing, so I'm really stuck on that. I'm stuck on the channel because whatever I'm trying to put out is not coming out the way I wanted it, and it just looks like nice, pretty pictures, but it doesn't feel authentic, and that's not my point here, because it's always been about authenticity. And I don't know, it's proving to be a bit of a hard start for me. We have so many projects that we want to take care of, and I don't know when they're gonna happen, how they're gonna happen, and it's just January, and I cannot wait to get to May, because I know that then in May I'll be able to just come back here and stay here every single day, and not like a few days here and then a few days in town, then a few days here and a few days in town, because this is really eating me inside. And I know it's just knowing that you have a safe haven and you cannot stay there, and it's hard. It's just, I miss this place when I'm not around here. I miss my sunset, I miss my sunrises, even if I get to see them every week for a few days, and then we go back to life back in the city, and it's only for a few days, but it's still costing me, and it's costing me, it's costing my creativity, it's costing my health, and I know there's a lot of people that really have it way harder than me, and I'm not here to whine or anything. I'm just expressing a feeling that I have. I still wake up every day with a smile on my face, and I get to do everything I'll try to do everything I can, and I'm trying to rearrange my life around my new rhythms. And I just wanted to share that the journey is not always what it looks like, and accepting the place I am right now means that I can actually process it and work from it, and I'm getting there. It just took a little bit, and I'm finding my steps, my footsteps again. I'm finding my path again, and I will eventually get where I want to go. And it's a uphill run, but I will get there. And it's really comforting to know that there's people outside that understand the way I feel. One thing that's really been bothering me in the last few months, especially when I'm here, is the weather not performing. Let's say that considering we are the 10th of January, this is all the snow that we've got. Not much. And the forest behind there, absolutely nothing. And there's no snow. We're in the middle of the mountains. We have huge high peaks around us, and there's no snow. It's cold. It's freezing cold. Yesterday we had minus, I think, 14. I think now it's minus a few degrees. I'm right by the house, so it's not. I'm used to the cold, so it's not that bad. But it's cold. But there's no snow, and that is just making me feel a bit misplaced. This is supposed to be winter. This is supposed to be the season where everything is quiet, and we're just waiting for a snowfall, and this snowfall never comes. And it's just strange and upsetting. And as a highly sensitive person, I really feel this quiet that there is around me. The animals behave erratically. And just this year is just worse than the year before, and worse than the year before. And when you have Christmas with no snow in the mountains, I know, for me it feels a bit that there is something wrong. My mindfulness sessions are the one that save me, literally, because in the morning when I wake up and I do my meditation, I have time to reflect on all the things that I have, all the things that I'm grateful for, and I'm learning to accept the place I am right now, like emotionally, and not just try to push it aside, because whenever things get hard, I tend to just get over it and keep going, and it's not okay. Accepting it is more the mature thing to do. And another thing that really helped me in this last few months, and I think that I can suggest them to anyone if you need a little bit of quiet and like some pockets of time where you can breathe and just be yourself. Candles, so many candles, and tea. Candles and tea, they're just the thing. Speaking of which, at least we get warm. Candles and tea are the moment where I just can be just myself, just me. It's just I light on my tiny candle on the table, even when I'm in a town. I make myself a cup of tea, and just looking at your cup and the steam rising up from it is just. It's just calming. There's nothing magical about it, but in a way it is. And it helps me. It helps me stay grounded. It helps me stay connected. It helps me be here. It helps me feel a bit more myself. And if there is a suggestion that I can give to anyone when you feel like that everything is crashing on your back, is give yourself time and make for yourself tiny pockets of peace with maybe a cup of tea, maybe a few pillows, maybe sit somewhere and just listen to nothing, because your emotions are precious. What you feel is precious. What I feel is important. Even if I don't like the place I am right now, whatever I'm feeling is important. And it's a place from which I can grow. It's a place from where I can start another journey. It's a chance to face change again. And I'm not negative about it. I'm pretty positive on how the outcome will be. I just know that I need to give myself time and space, and I will get there. And that's it. I just wanted to share this moment of a really low moment of my new year with all of you, because you've been so nice and kind, and I just want you to know, there's a bird somewhere around here. I just want you to know that we can always get up. There's always tomorrow. There's always going to be something to be thankful for and to be happy for. And God, it's the beginning of the year, and there's so many things I wish would have gone differently. I know I'll get where I want to be. And it's a journey. And I want you to come along with me, and I want you to share with me how it's been your new year. Hopefully a bit better than mine. But if it's been worse, just let me know, because I think we can, lean on the shoulders of somebody, because it's always better to cry with someone instead of crying by yourself. So I just want you to know that I really care about this community, and I really care about all of you people out there. And I'm trying to do my best. I will try to get some new video out as soon as I get back on my feet, and maybe with less advices and more what's going on in my life, maybe more just raw talk. And that's it. I just wish you a happy week or a happy weekend if that's when you're listening to this thing. And until next time, take care. Ciao.